All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WandaVision after show.
Yes.
Well, not really welcome back because we haven't done any of these.
Starting at the end of the show.
Yeah, we just have one more episode, so this is just not gonna be
the 2-episode series.
the 2-episode series. This is special. So
Yeah.
again, we're gonna go in this quick because
Yes.
we have a lot to talk about with this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah. So this is just our thoughts after the show. Today is Friday, February 26th. And WandaVision episode 8 just came out. We just watched it, so we're gonna do our quick thoughts, what we thought of the episode, and yeah.
Yeah. So let's start off. All right, as an episode together before we actually get into the episode, what do you think?
I thought it was really good. We're getting close to the end now. There's only one episode left. This is probably my favorite episode so far. Just because we learned a lot, not just about the Hex in the show, but just about Wanda in general, which was really interesting.
And the lies.
Yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that of some like Marvel people that don't really read the comics would understand now.
Yeah.
They would understand what Wanda was going through in this episode. Again, this is going to contain spoilers, so just don't click off the video.
Obvious, yes. Spoilers ahead.
Really big spoilers. So I'm going to continue into the spoilers. So basically, we went through her whole backstory when her parents got blown up, and all the sitcoms were in that little box.
Yeah.
And basically, all those sitcoms were based on every episode.
Yeah, so that basically confirms how Wanda came up with the idea, or why she's doing what she's doing with the Hex, is because this episode showed us how when she was younger, that's how she learned English with her brother. Her parents would show them U.S. sitcoms, from all the different decades, and that is where her idea came from for the Hex.
Well, it was all jolly, then silence. Boom! Blows up.
Yeah.
Which was great, a great production thing, because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was good. So yeah, we see a bunch of different flashbacks. That one being the first.
There's three, actually four. There's four.
So we see her and her brother when they're young. They're watching the sitcom, Dick Van Dyke Show. And then house blows up. We see the Stark missile, which stems her hatred for Stark, which is why in Age of Ultron, which is why she's evil in Age of Ultron, because she's still salty about Stark blowing up her house.
Yep, and also the little Easter egg of a beeping noise, which is the Toasty first commercial.
Yeah, on the missile is the red blinking light, which is the callback to the first episode of the show with the commercial break with the toaster, the Stark toaster. The red light represents the missile on the light that didn't go off. So there we go.
Yeah, so that basically when she was about to disarm the bomb, she gets swiped on the ground.
Yeah, that was Agnes.
And then Agnes takes her back. And again, the whole point of Agnes doing this, so she could figure out how she did the Hex.
Yeah, that basically also, we learn about Agnes and why. Well, yeah, so we're trying to just learn about what the hell Agnes wants. And this episode kind of confirms that she kind of just wants to know how Wanda created the Hex in the first place.
And which we forgot at the beginning, we started first at the Salem witch trials.
Yeah, that's how the episode started.
Should we mention the channel? I mean, basically a lot of people called this out. This is all based on the Salem witch trials back in the 1600s.
Yeah. So that, the episode started us showing Agnes in the late 1600s during the Salem witch trials, and we see how when she got her powers, and so she's a witch, and the reason she is trying to basically fuck with Wanda is she's trying to figure out how Wanda created the Hex in the first place, because Agnes is a witch, obviously, but she has no idea how Wanda did it, because her power is just something she doesn't understand.
Well, it's just also the fact that she drained at least 8 witches' souls. So she basically took all their powers and just became a super witch.
Yeah. So that's basically why Agnes was taking Wanda through her past memories, because she was trying to figure out she was trying to figure out Wanda's past and how she got to the point of creating the Hex. So yeah, we go through the memories. Like we said, first we see her when she's young with the bomb. And then the next thing we see is the moment that Wanda gets her powers from the Mind Stone.
Yeah,
that was a good
keep
scene.
that in mind.
That was
the
a good
Mind
scene.
Stone. Just
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
So that's, yeah. Something I never even realized is that Wanda got her powers from the Mind Stone, and the Mind Stone also happened to create Vision. I don't know why that never dawned on me, but we saw that, which was really cool. Yeah, we saw the moment that she gets her powers.
So she gets her powers, and what happens is the scientists keep replaying it because they don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And then we just go back. Agnes is talking to Wanda just about shit and how she still needs to find more evidence about it.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one is when they're at the Avengers compound.
Yeah.
During Civil War.
After she blows up
Crossbones into the building.
in Lagos, which goes back to the other commercial with the paper towels. Remember?
Yeah, the paper towels. Yeah.
That was because, yeah, after she blew up the building, she got locked up in the Avengers Tower, which also showed us she was watching sitcoms there also, which also, just goes back to everything. And then that was really the first time her and Vision started to have a connection to each other. So yeah, we saw that.
Then basically what happened was they were watching sitcoms. Vision thought because they were watching Malcolm in the Middle in that episode when the fucking guy dumps the whole roof on his head. He's like, is that real?
yeah, she doesn't understand how American humor works.
Yeah, and then really like Agnes starts. Or Agatha. I'm gonna call her Agnes. She really like pisses Wanda off by like pushing her to like finally get an answer why she did this.
Yeah.
And she finally got it. She finally got the answer. So the outcome was when she went to Sword and apparently stole the body.
Mm-hmm.
Which later.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then, yeah, the next flashback we see is Wanda taking Vision's body from the Sword HQ. But so now we're seeing conflicting things because this episode just showed us that Wanda, she goes to the compound, she sees the body, but she doesn't take him. She just leaves. So but now, that's conflicting what we saw earlier, because earlier in episode 4 or 5, whatever it was, Hayward, fuckface, told us that Wanda stole Vision's body and then went off, created the Hex, resurrected him, yada yada yada. But now we know that's all bullshit because Wanda didn't take Vision's body. She just left and went to Westview and then basically just created the Hex and brought Vision, made her own Vision basically.
Well, yeah, basically what happened was because we thought we needed the body, but when the little note she had in her car, which I don't know why Wanda had a fucking car, she's a witch, So she had the thing in her hand, and it said, it was like, we can do this on our own. You can do this on your own.
Yeah, or something like
V
that.
with a heart, and I think it was a whole plan, like a house plan.
Yeah. It seems like Wanda and Vision, the paper that she held in her hands, it looked like plans to like build it, like house plans to build a house in Westview. And so after Wanda leaves the Sword HQ, she drives to Westview and goes there, to where they were supposed to build their house. And then she just, flips her shit because she, everything's going wrong in her life. And then she creates the Hex and we see it.
And she didn't just create the house. It was just the house at first. And then she just took the whole town.
Yeah. And basically just created another Vision in the process. Which makes sense now. That makes sense because remember, this Vision in the Hex, that's why he says he doesn't remember any of his past.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't remember his past because Wanda just created him now for the Hex. But meanwhile, out in the outside world, Hayward is trying to resurrect Vision, the real Vision.
Yeah, it's a super weapon.
Because he wants to try, and what I think, he's probably going to try and attack
Wanda.
Westview.
Yep.
And Wanda. So maybe we'll see a Vision versus Vision kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah, but it's gonna be weird because probably the Vision that Wanda created probably doesn't have his powers. Think about it.
No, we've seen him use some of his powers.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's gonna be weird.
But also the Vision at the end we see that Hayward creates, he looks different. You know, he doesn't look like Vision. He looks like, you know, a man-made kind of copy.
Yeah, it's not even his colors. It's all blue.
Exactly. It looks like, yeah. And I don't know if you also noticed, like, his forehead, where the stone would be, the new version that Hayward made, his forehead kind of looked like almost what Tony's arc reactor kind of looked like.
Yeah.
The shape. I don't know. That was something I picked up on.
Then, yeah. So that was like the end cut. That was the end credits. That was a little hidden thing because I knew, like, there's still 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
You gotta look.
And then at the end, we also saw Agnes had Wanda's kids.
By the neck. By a rope and neck.
So, yeah, it seems like Agnes is just using the kids as kind of like a ploy to make Wanda tell her what she wants to know. Like, you know, they're kind of like hostages, basically.
They're hostages. But also, they're not real. So...
yeah, that's the thing I was wondering about, too. Like, you know, if the kids try to leave the Hex, what happens to them? Because Vision died trying to leave the Hex. Or he would have died if he left the Hex.
They would not exist.
So what about the kids, you know?
They would die, too, because they don't exist. There's
Unless,
no way,
you know,
they're alive.
Right. Unless Hayward attacks the Hex next episode and blows it up or something. I don't know. But yeah, no, there's only one episode left, so, you know.
We still have a lot more, and there's still, like, hidden shit in there.
I'm pretty confident we're going to end on some kind of cliffhanger because we know that this show is going to connect to
Doctor Strange.
No Way Home and Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling we're probably going to be left
No Way Home comes out before, too.
Yeah. So I have a feeling we're going to be left on some kind of cliffhanger. Who knows what. But the question I still kind of have is about Evan Peters. I still don't really understand that whole thing.
Basically what Agnes said, he's a fake Pietro.
Yeah, Pietro. Fake Pietro.
So, and it's weird because it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, it kind of just seems like they're kind of just fucking with us.
They're just fucking with us.
Like they just
it was
cast
fake
him
the whole time.
They just cast Evan Peters just kind of for fan service. Because even Agnes said, she was like, well, you know, I was gonna take your real brother, but he was dead,
and he's in
full of holes on a different continent.
Yeah.
So then yeah, she kind of just made her own version. But again, it's like, well, then why? Why does he just happen to look like Evan Peters? And now it could be them just fucking with us.
It could be just them fucking
being
with
a nice little wink to like, hey, you know, don't forget we own X-Men now, so look what's gonna come in the future. It could just be a little wink to that, I guess. But at the same time, it's kind of just like, you bastard.
It's just you're an asshole.
You know,
you just trolled us because you thought we actually had a Quicksilver from the X-Men.
Yeah.
And then that, oh my god, they're fucking, they trolled us.
So yeah, that was good though. That was a really good episode.
But also, they lied. Wanda did not take the body.
Yeah, that was big. Hayward completely.
He just lied.
So that pretty much confirms Hayward lied to Monica when Hayward was showing everybody the footage of her stealing the body. That was fake.
Yeah, it was fake. It was a lie the whole time.
He was just lying to everybody to basically, I guess, you know, get them on his side. Yeah, and then he's gonna try and resurrect Vision, and my guess try and attack Westview, because we've seen him try to attack Wanda before, and that didn't work the first time.
It didn't work out, because guess what? She just took all the guns and aimed it at him.
Which also, I saw online, someone pointed out, Wanda, like, turning around the guns and pointing them. Magneto did the same thing in the very first X-Men movie.
Yeah.
Which is a nice little nod, because Magneto is her father in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
So
her father did not look like Magneto.
No, he didn't.
That didn't look like him.
That's the thing. I think in the MCU, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Because in the first flashback, like you're saying, we see Wanda's father, her parents, her mother too. We see her father.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the comics, Magneto is the father, but I don't think the MCU is going that route with Magneto being the father, because we know that in the past, like, the MCU has never referred to Wanda or her brother as mutants. They've always just kind of referred to them as, like, enhanced people.
Yeah.
Because, you know, in the past, they were never allowed to say the word mutant, because at the time, it was still, they couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So I think they've kind of just, they're not going to go that route with Magneto as the father, but it was just a nice little nod with her.
Unless they're foster parents, but that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't make sense. because she didn't gain her powers until later with the Infinity Stone.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff to just say, and we have one more episode left.
Yeah, I'm really curious how the hell they're gonna end this. And I don't really see them doing a season 2 for this.
No,
this seems kind of just like standalone.
This can't be a season 2.
I can see maybe a season 2 for like the Hawkeye show or some boat like She-Hulk, like whatever.
Yeah,
But something like this.
Falcon Winter Soldier. That'll
Maybe.
be another one.
But for this, I don't see a season 2. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all our thoughts.
Yeah, that's all of our thoughts right now. We can't really say much because we have to still wait another week for another episode, which I'm going to predict it's going to be an hour long.
I hope so. At least 50 something minutes. It's kind of annoying though. The credits are like literally 7 minutes.
Well, think about how much production's in it.
Yeah, I know. They have literally the fucking budget of an elephant.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up because this is our final thoughts. Again, this video's pretty quick. It's not going to be full-on podcast material.
No, just our quick episode.
Oh, we just recently did a podcast. Go check that out. That might come out on Sunday.
Episode 3, Classified Report Project. What is it called?
Project, you dumbass.
Classified Project. Yeah, so that's it. That's our thoughts, episode 8. We'll be back next week for episode 9, our thoughts on that. And then afterwards, we'll do a big video on the whole show, probably. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, we will do that.
Yeah, we have the episode of the podcast coming out. Go listen to that. You can just, fucking put it on in the background. Listen
Put it
to
on
our
the
dumbasses.
background. Just chill out. Hear us talk about Marvel and DC failing.
Yeah, if you're into superhero shit, go listen to it. It's right up your alley. I'm sure you'll like it. What else? I have the Spider-Man Miles Morales series going up. PlayStation 5. Fucking beautiful, great game. Go watch that.
And also some COD content coming soon because of season 2.
Cold War season 2 zombies. We got that coming.
We still have to we still have to play Outbreak.
Yeah. So a lot of good stuff coming. So also, I don't know if you're listening to this. I want to give a shout out to my boy Pasta Guy, Dom. If you're listening to this, you're a fucking legend.
Yeah, you're a fucking legend.
You comment on all our shit. You've been there since the start.
That's a loyal fan.
You the homie. You the homie. I probably should have said it at the start because I don't know if you're gonna listen to all the way to the end.
We should put like a timestamp for a special viewer.
Yeah. So if you hear this, you the MVP.
You go.
All right. I think that's a long enough intro.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Go check out everything else.
Yeah. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, hit notifications, all that shit. You know the deal.
We will get content as out as possible.
Yeah.
That shit.
That's it.
I want all you have a good ass night / day to whatever the fuck time zone you in. Maybe you're in a fake universe like Wanda. I don't know.
All
Just
right.
fucking do it. Just have a good day.
Sounds good.
Good night.
Bye bye.